The end of September 2025 carries a shift that is unlike anything you have felt before. A sudden wave of energy is moving in, and it will not ask for permission before it enters your life. It will not arrive politely, nor will it wait until you are ready. It will appear suddenly, and when it does, it will test who you are, what you stand for, and how prepared you have been in silence. This is not about the world outside you changing alone. It is about the part of you that must transform at the same time. The days leading to the end of September 2025 will feel different. You will notice a restlessness in the air, a kind of tension between what you have been and what you could become. The energy will not allow you to stay asleep in your habits. The familiar routines you cling to will no longer give you comfort. This is the unexpected shift that few recognize before it arrives. Life is not warning you with words, it is warning you with sensations, with signs, with the quiet whispers of reality shifting beneath your feet. At the end of September 2025, something breaks open. For some, it will feel like a loss, for others, like an awakening. The difference lies in your readiness. If you resist the change, it will crush you. If you embrace it, it will raise you higher than you have been before. This is the nature of sudden shifts. They do not ask who is prepared. They arrive, and your only choice is how you stand in the storm. The energy you will face is not meant to destroy. It is meant to push you forward. But growth is rarely comfortable. To rise, you must leave behind the weight you carry. Fear, hesitation, doubt. All of these are chains that will be ripped away if you allow it. If you hold on to them, the tearing will be painful. If you let them fall, the release will be liberating. The end of September 2025 will not let you stand still. It will demand movement. Understand this: every sudden change is both a collapse and a creation. When the old structure falls, you may feel empty, lost, uncertain. Yet in that emptiness lies the space for something new. This is where strength must come from, not from clinging to what was, but from seeing what could be. The shift at the end of September is not here to punish you. It is here to test your courage to begin again. When the unexpected arrives, many will panic, many will see it as chaos, but those who are awake will see it differently. They will see it as a rare opportunity to align with truth, to step into the path they have delayed walking. The pressure will force decisions. It will strip away the luxury of waiting. You will either act with clarity or you will be forced to face the consequences of hesitation. This is why the energy feels so sudden, so strong. It comes not to give you comfort, but to give you clarity. The end of September 2025 is a moment in time that will not repeat. The opening it brings will be brief, like lightning tearing across the sky. You cannot capture it, but you can move with it. To do so requires presence. It requires the ability to stand firmly in yourself while the world shakes. It requires the discipline to let go of the unnecessary and hold only what strengthens your spirit. This is the test. This is the moment. Do not misunderstand. The shift will come whether you are ready or not. Life does not wait, but the way you meet it will decide the outcome. The one who resists will feel broken. The one who accepts will feel reborn. The one who hides will feel fear. The one who stands will feel power. This is what is meant by a sudden shift in energy. It is not outside of you, it is inside you. It is in the way you choose to meet the end of September 2025. If you have been waiting for a sign to change, this is it. If you have been waiting for the right moment to release your old self, this is it. The energy will not give you another choice. It will demand that you act, and it will show you the cost of ignoring its call. The unexpected is not your enemy. It is your awakening. But only if you let it be. The end of September 2025 will not close like any ordinary month. It will feel like the closing of a chapter, like the door of an old life shutting for good. This is not a tragedy, it is a beginning. And the strength you discover in this shift will be the foundation for everything that follows. Stand ready, stand firm. And when the energy comes, do not fear it, step into it. Let it reshape you, because this is how transformation is born, not slowly, but suddenly, like fire igniting in the darkness. The end of September 2025 carries warning signs that most people will ignore. They are not loud, and you are not obvious, but they are there, small shifts that reveal something larger approaching. Life rarely announces change with a thunderclap first. It whispers, it shows patterns, it nudges you until you either notice or you stay blind. The problem is that many keep their eyes closed until the storm has already arrived. The end of September 2025 is filled with these signals, and only those who pay attention will understand what is unfolding. Look closely at your days as this month closes. Notice how the air feels heavier, how moments that once seemed ordinary now feel charged with tension. It is not your imagination. It is the quiet build-up of energy preparing to break. Sudden events do not emerge from nowhere. They grow, they develop, and they leave signs along the way. The end of September 2025 will not strike without having given you subtle warnings first. The challenge is whether you are awake enough to see them. These warning signs can appear in your own life. You may feel restless, unable to sit still. You may notice unusual emotions rising without reason. You may experience disruptions in your routines that push you out of comfort. All of these are not random accidents. They are reminders that you cannot remain the same while a greater force is moving. If you fight against these signals, you will suffer. If you accept them, you will prepare yourself for what is coming. The hidden signs are also visible in the world around you. Conversations will feel heavier. People will speak about uncertainty more often. Systems you once thought were stable will show cracks. Pay attention, because nothing collapses without giving a warning first. The end of September 2025 is not about sudden destruction, it is about revelation. The mask is pulled away and you see what was already weak, what was already breaking, and what can no longer be sustained. Most ignore these signs because they want comfort more than truth. They silence the signals, telling themselves it is nothing. But when the end of September arrives, those same people will be unprepared for the weight of change. Do not be one of them. The hidden warnings exist to protect you. They are not curses, they are gifts. They are the early steps of transformation, guiding you to prepare before the storm becomes unavoidable. When you notice restlessness, instead of fearing it, use it. Let it guide you to take action. When you sense uncertainty, instead of denying it, embrace it as a chance to grow stronger. When you feel the energy shifting, do not resist, adapt. The signs are not obstacles, they are invitations. Invitations to rise, to release what no longer belongs, to strengthen what is weak within you. If you ignore them, you will be caught off guard. If you follow them, you will be ahead of what comes. The end of September 2025 will show you that the world does not change suddenly. It changes gradually, then all at once. The hidden signs are the gradual part. The explosion is the sudden part. And those who ignored the signs will be left wondering why they did not act earlier. But you, if you choose, can be different. You can see the early movements and prepare yourself. You can release what holds you down before life tears it away. You can build resilience before the test arrives. Think of the warning signs as training. They are not here to scare you. They are here to sharpen you. Each discomfort, each disruption, each moment of unease is a chance to build strength. At the end of September 2025, the energy will not ask whether you trained. It will show up, and the ones who recognize the signs will stand firm while others fall. This is how self-growth is forged, not in comfort, but in awareness, in readiness, in willingness to listen to what others ignore. The dramatic truth is this: nothing arrives unannounced. Even the unexpected carries clues. The challenge is your attention. The challenge is your discipline to notice, to interpret, and to act. The end of September 2025 is filled with these clues, and you cannot afford to dismiss them. Every small sign is part of a larger picture. Every uneasy feeling is part of a bigger shift. If you ignore them, the sudden change will overwhelm you. If you see them, the sudden change will empower you. Do not wait until the last day of September to open your eyes. The signs are already here. They are speaking, they are guiding, they are urging you to wake up. The hidden warnings are not there to cause fear. They are there to prepare you for the reality that soon nothing will remain the same. You are being told, even now, to let go of old ways, to step into strength, to rise into a higher state of being. If you are wise, you will listen. If you are blind, you will suffer. The choice is yours. As September closes, remember this: the warning signs were always present. The truth was always there, hidden in plain sight. The end of September 2025 will not arrive as a surprise for those who were awake. It will arrive as confirmation. And that is the difference between those who are broken by change and those who are transformed by it. The end of September 2025 will not only touch individuals, it will ripple through the entire world. Transformation on a global scale is unavoidable, and it will come suddenly like a wave crashing against the shore. What you once believed to be steady will shake. What you once thought was certain will reveal its fragility. This is not only about one person's growth, but about the collective shift of humanity as a whole. The energy of this time will demand change, and no one will remain untouched. When September comes to its close, events will begin to show you how deeply connected everything truly is. The movement of economies, the decisions of leaders, the unrest in societies, even the state of nature, all are signs of a greater transformation. These are not random disturbances. They are parts of a larger pattern, a sign that the old world is cracking open. For years, structures have stood that no longer serve growth, and the end of September 2025 is when their weakness begins to fully reveal itself. You may notice sudden instability, news that shocks, or events that seem impossible to ignore. But do not only look outside, look within, because the external transformation mirrors the internal. The world changes because individuals change, and individuals are forced to grow when the world changes. This cycle cannot be broken. It is the nature of life to evolve, and when it is resisted for too long, the transformation arrives in dramatic and unstoppable ways. At the end of September 2025, people will feel this urgency deeply. The collective fear, the sense of something shifting, will be in the air everywhere you go. But beneath fear, there is also opportunity. The changes are not designed to destroy, they are designed to rebuild. The old ways, the outdated systems, the fragile beliefs, they are falling so that new strength can emerge. This is how transformation works. It takes from you what is weak, so that you may replace it with something stronger. For self-growth, this is the most important lesson. The world's transformation is also your transformation. You cannot separate yourself from it. When the external world shakes, it pushes you to examine your own foundation. If your inner life is built on weakness, you will feel it collapse. If your strength has been cultivated, you will stand while everything else falls. The end of September 2025 will expose the truth of your preparation. You will see clearly whether you have been living awake or asleep. This is why the sudden global shifts are not accidents. They are teachers. They remind you that life is not under your control, but your response always is. You cannot control what happens in economies, in politics, in nature. But you can control how steady you remain when faced with it. You can control the way you adapt, the way you release fear, the way you use change as fuel to rise higher. The external world may shake violently, but the internal world can remain unshakable if you have trained it to be. The dramatic truth is that humanity resists change until it is forced, and the end of September 2025 is the moment when resistance becomes impossible. The collective transformation cannot be postponed. The world has been carrying too much weight, too many illusions, too many distractions. Now the illusions fall apart, and what remains is truth. This truth may hurt, but it will also free you. It will remind you that you were never meant to cling to certainty, but to grow through uncertainty. In times like this, Many will panic. They will see only collapse. They will speak of endings. But if you see clearly, you will understand that collapse is also creation. The destruction of one system is the birth of another. The shaking of one life is the foundation of a stronger one. The end of September 2025 is not just about endings, it is about beginnings disguised as endings. You must train yourself to look deeper, to see beyond fear, to recognize the hidden doorway inside chaos. Self-growth when you no longer fight what is inevitable. Transformation on a global scale is inevitable. The world will shift whether you wish it or not. Your task is not to control it, but to use it, to step into the energy rather than run from it, to let the sudden changes cleanse you of weakness and shape you into someone who is unbreakable. This is not theory. This is the practical truth of survival and growth. If you resist, you will feel crushed. If you accept, you will feel renewed. As September 2025 ends, ask yourself not what is happening outside, but how you are responding inside. The collective storm is real. The global changes are real, but more real is your ability to rise in the middle of them. Transformation is not happening to you. It is happening for you. The world is shaking to awaken you, to demand that you grow into the person you were meant to be. The end of September 2025 is the line between the old world and the new. When the month closes, many things will not return to the way they were. And that is the point. You are not here to remain the same. You are here to evolve. The global transformation is a mirror held up to you. Do not look away. Face it directly, let it break what must be broken, and let it build what must be built. This is the truth of sudden change. It is not destruction, it is rebirth. And if you stand ready, you will not just survive the end of September 2025. You will be transformed by it. The end of September 2025 is not just about what will happen in the world around you. It is also about what must happen within you. The unexpected event that is approaching is not only external, it is a personal wake-up call. It is life speaking directly to you, demanding that you stop sleeping through your days, demanding that you rise, that you look at yourself honestly, and that you change before it is too late. This is not a warning that can be ignored. It is a moment designed to shake you awake. At the end of September 2025, the energy will not allow you to remain as you are. You will feel it pressing against you, forcing you to reflect. Your habits, your choices, your way of living, all of them will come under a light so bright that you can no longer hide from the truth. The distractions that you use to avoid yourself will lose their power. The excuses that you repeat will fall silent. The comfort you cling to will dissolve. What will remain is only you and the reality of how you have been living. This wake-up call does not arrive gently. It arrives suddenly, like a hand shaking you in the middle of a dream. It is jarring, uncomfortable, even frightening. But it is necessary. Without it, you would keep sleeping, drifting through life as if tomorrow is promised, as if change can be postponed. The end of September 2025 is not offering you that luxury anymore. It is here to remind you that life is short, that time is fragile, that waiting is dangerous. The dramatic truth is that many people will ignore this call. They will see the signs, they will feel the shift, and still they will turn away. They will convince themselves that they can go back to old ways, that they can stay the same, that nothing truly needs to change. But life will not allow that anymore. The event at the end of September will strip away illusions and leave only reality. And reality always demands growth. This is where your courage must appear. Growth is not easy. It asks you to let go of what is comfortable and step into the unknown. It asks you to face your fears instead of hiding from them. It asks you to take responsibility for your life instead of blaming others. This is why the end of September 2025 feels so heavy, so urgent. It is forcing you to step into maturity, into strength, into a higher version of yourself. The wake-up call is not punishment. It is opportunity. To ignore it is to remain small. to embrace, it is to transform. This is the difference between those who break under pressure and those who rise above it. The wake-up call is not about external success. It is about internal clarity. It is about finally seeing yourself without lies, finally realizing what you must do, finally accepting that you are capable of more than the life you have been living. The end of September 2025 will make this clear, whether you want it or not. The personal wake-up call will appear in different forms for different people. For some, it may be the loss of something they thought was permanent. For others, it may be the sudden appearance of an opportunity they never expected. For others, still, it may come as silence, as a deep inner knowing that they cannot keep living as they have been. No matter how it comes, the meaning is the same. Life is demanding action. Life is demanding growth. The question is not whether you will be called. The question is whether you will answer. The end of September 2025 is the ringing of the bell. It cannot be ignored. It will continue until you listen. If you resist, the pressure will build until it breaks you. If you accept, the same pressure will lift you into strength. This is why the wake-up call is so powerful. It strips away all excuses. It forces you to make a choice, remain asleep, or wake up and grow. The unexpected event at the end of September is not random. It is timed. It comes exactly when you need it most, even if it does not feel that way. It comes to shake you because you would not move otherwise. It comes to open your eyes because you would not see otherwise. It comes to raise your life to a higher level because you would not rise otherwise. What feels like chaos is often the hand of life guiding you where you need to be. Do not fear this call. Fear remaining asleep when it comes. Fear ignoring the signs until it is too late. Fear living a life half awake, drifting without purpose, without clarity. The end of September 2025 is your chance to break free from that. It is the moment to step into full awareness, to become present, to take control of your choices, to create a life that reflects your true strength. The wake-up call is not against you. It is for you. The closing of this month is not ordinary. It is not just another page in the calendar. It is the alarm clock of your spirit demanding that you rise. You cannot keep waiting. You cannot keep sleeping. The end of September 2025 will not allow it. Stand up, listen, take the call, because this is the moment that can define everything that follows. The end of September 2025 will not just bring endings, it will open a door. This is the part most people fail to see. They become so focused on the loss, on the fear, on the chaos, that they miss what is hidden inside it, the opportunity. Every collapse carries within it the seed of creation. Every storm clears the sky for a new beginning. And the energy at the end of September 2025 is exactly that, a doorway waiting for you to step through. It will not look like opportunity at first. It may come dressed as struggle, as uncertainty, as sudden change that shakes you to your core. But if you look deeper, you will realize that this is the very moment you have been waiting for. Life never gives growth without disguise. It hides lessons inside discomfort. It hides progress inside challenge. The end of September 2025 is not here to take something from you. It is here to prepare you for something greater. But you must be able to see past the surface. This doorway is not outside. It is inside you. The unexpected shifts in the world will press against you until you finally recognize your own strength. They will push you until you understand that you cannot keep holding on to the same patterns, the same fears, the same hesitations. The opportunity is not in the external change itself, but in how it demands your inner transformation. The end of September 2025 will not allow you to stay the same. That pressure is the key, and if you embrace it, it unlocks a path you could not see before. Growth often arrives disguised as difficulty. When something is removed, it feels like loss, but it may actually be clearing space for something better. When something ends, it feels painful, but it may actually be the beginning you need. This is the hidden nature of opportunity. And at the end of September 2025, the world will show you this truth directly. What seems like chaos is not the enemy. It is the clearing of the ground. It is life tearing away what you do not need so that you can finally step forward. Most people will not see this. They will focus only on what is collapsing. They will cling to the old even as it slips away. They will fight against the current instead of moving with it. And in doing so, they will miss the opening right in front of them. But those who are awake, those who are willing to grow, will see what others cannot. They will see that the end of September is not only a closing, it is also an invitation. It is the chance to start again with more clarity, more strength, and more purpose. This is why you must train yourself to see differently. When the moment comes, do not only ask what is leaving your life, ask also what is entering. Do not only see what is falling apart, see also what is being built in its place. The opportunity is always there, but it requires vision. It requires the courage to release your grip on what no longer belongs to you so that your hands are free to receive what does. The end of September 2025 will test whether you have this courage. Understand this clearly, and the door will not remain open forever. This is a moment in time, a brief opening that comes with intensity and then passes. If you hesitate too long, if you doubt yourself, if you cling to fear, you may miss it. But if you are alert, if you are ready, if you act with decisiveness, you will step through it and find yourself in a new reality. This is why urgency surrounds the end of September 2025. It is not only about warning, it is about awakening you to act now before the chance disappears. Opportunity is never wrapped in comfort. It comes through pressure, through change, through the dismantling of what you thought was permanent. This is why so few recognize it. They wait for a perfect opening, a safe beginning, an easy path. But life does not offer growth that way. Life forces you to leap, to trust, to act when nothing feels certain. The end of September 2025 is exactly this kind of leap. It will not feel safe, but it will be the path forward. If you want to grow, you must step through this door. You must be willing to leave behind the old version of yourself and walk into the unknown. That is the teaching hidden in this time. The opportunity is not in what you gain externally, but in who you become internally. You will discover strength you did not know you had. You will realize that fear was only a shadow and that clarity waits just beyond it. You will see that endings are not punishments. They are invitations to rise. The end of September 2025 is not just the close of a month. It is a threshold. It is the dividing line between the past you have been carrying and the future that is waiting. If you see only the ending, you will stumble. If you see the doorway, you will walk into a new chapter of life. This is why you must be alert, why you must be present, why you must not ignore what is coming. The opportunity is here, but it requires your choice. Step forward. Let go of fear. Walk into the unknown with strength. The end of September 2025 is not against you. It is for you. It is the opening you need, the chance to begin again, the invitation to rise higher than ever before. The end of September 2025 will not wait for you to be ready. It will not move slowly. It will not ask for your permission. It will not give you extra time. This is why preparation is no longer optional. Preparation is the dividing line between those who will fall apart under the pressure of change and those who will rise stronger because of it. Life gives warnings, life gives signs, but in the final moment, only those who have prepared will be able to stand firm. The truth is simple. What is coming at the end of September 2025 will demand clarity, discipline, and resilience. Without these, fear will consume you. With them, you will be unshakable. Preparation is not about building walls to protect yourself from what is coming. It is about building strength inside so that nothing outside can break you. It is about training your mind, your emotions, and your spirit to remain steady when the world around you is shaking. Most people believe they can wait until the change arrives before they start preparing. This is the greatest mistake. by the time the unexpected event unfolds, it is too late to begin. Preparation is not something you do in the moment of crisis. It is something you build daily in silence, in small choices, in the discipline to face discomfort before life forces it upon you. The end of September 2025 will reveal who has been preparing and who has been pretending. Preparation is not complicated. It is direct. It is about removing the unnecessary so that you can focus on what matters. It is about letting go of fear before fear grows too strong. It is about cutting away distractions that weaken your spirit. It is about sharpening your awareness so that when the moment comes, you are alert instead of asleep. Preparation is clarity, and clarity is power. The end of September 2025 carries an urgency that you cannot ignore. The energy will push against your life with force. It will test your patience, your courage, your ability to adapt. If you are not prepared, you will cling to comfort and fall apart when comfort disappears. If you are prepared, you will not cling. You will move forward with strength, ready to face what comes. This is the difference between being broken by change and being transformed by it. Preparation is not only for external events, it is for the inner world. You cannot control what happens outside. The global changes, the sudden shifts, the collapse of old systems, these are not in your hands. But what is in your hands is your reaction. If you have trained your inner life, you will not collapse with the world. You will remain rooted, centered, balanced. This is the essence of preparation, not to control life, but to control yourself. At the end of September 2025, clarity will be demanded. Panic will rise in many. Confusion will dominate those who are unprepared. But for those who have prepared, the same moment will feel different. It will feel like a test they trained for, like a storm they already knew was coming.